I'm Peter Young, I'm a CAP specialist in the Irish Farmers Journal. We're here today in the farm of Richard Moran in Mount Nugent, County Cavan. He's an organic mixed farmer. The farm is a large farm, it's a 300-acre family farm with 200 acres of forestry. On that he runs about 40 suckler cows. He finishes all the beef to 24 months. He has sheep, he has turkeys, and he also has tillage which he produces organic oats for Flavins.
We became certified, I think it was 7 years ago. Went through a 2-year process to become certified, and we had to change our farming system as a result of that. But yes, everything we produce is certified organic. Going organic was not a decision that I made very easily. I put a lot of thought into it. There's an extra premium for it. Obviously, that's a big part of it. You have access with your certification to the top tier of the market, which I found, very attractive. I can't use any chemicals, fertilizers, sprays, anything like that. So you can save money in a sense because those huge inputs are now extracted out of the system. And if you combine that with the premium that you're getting for your product, as well as assistance from towards the sector through the organic farming scheme, I thought it gelled in with our family farm structure and our farming system here at the time.
The difference between organic and conventional is that organic farmers don't use chemical fertilizers, they don't use pesticides. It's a legal term, so they have to abide by regulations. There's increased animal welfare as well. There's clearly demand across Europe for organic produce, but only 5% of farmland in Europe is organic, only 1% in Ireland. Richard, what are the challenges of being an organic farmer?
The challenges would be you're trying to produce something under a tighter spec. So we've got greater regulation, greater bureaucracy. I have more inspections. There's no question I do have more inspections on the back of that, but that is to protect the product for the consumer. And I think that's important that the consumer understands that if they're paying a higher price for a product, there's a reason for that. And the reason is that I'm meeting higher environmental standards, or as high as you can get. I'm also meeting the highest animal welfare standards that we can obtain. And I'm also ensuring the absolute traceability from the origin on the farm right through to the plate of the consumer. Labelling is a big part of that. Licensing is a big part of that. So it's all structured through the Department of Agriculture, and then you have the licensing body. I'd be licensed by the Organic Trust.
The consumer knows it's something organic because every organic produce has to have the EU LEAF organic logo on the produce. They have to have the organic number as well. Each farmer is certified by an organic body, so there is strict rules in place. The consumer's funding for organic is very well spent. It ensures that farmers can create the food that is a high quality to the highest standard at a very affordable price. So Richard, turkeys are another enterprise in your farm. Tell us about that.
If you're going to rear an organic turkey, you have to get it in as a day old and rear it right through. Always bedding on straw. We use our own straw from the tillage. Then they're moved into a bigger area, but then we'll usually finish up with our turkeys about 10 days before Christmas.
The Common Agricultural Policy has always supported organics, and in the current CAP reforms, we're seeing our department bring increased incentives to encourage more organic farmers in Ireland. We're seeing higher payments per hectare, particularly targeting on tillage farmers. They've also targeted a higher payment in red clover, and the reason for this is because we're deficit in protein in Ireland. Being organic means that you automatically qualify for greening by definition. A lot of farmers need to make investment in their farm to change the system as they move into organic. The department has put a scheme in place where they get 40% of the money that they spend as an investment as a grant. So Richard, are the incentives under CAP very important for you to remain in organic farming?
They are. To make my farm sustainable, I need those incentives, but those incentives they're part of the general tax take from the Common Agricultural Policy that's coming from European taxpayers. So everybody contributes to this. And I think it's really important that those individuals that are contributing, we all do, we know that that money has been spent wisely, and what do we get back from it? So the consumer now gets back the opportunity to buy the best quality food produced to the highest of standards, and it's as affordable as can be made.